can't believe it.
He's just completely, utterly in awe here.
That is a complete scandal. That is quite out of this world.
I don't believe it! I don't believe it!
Where is he? Yeah, Greg Lobban's starting to get into this now.
Well, that's fantastic. You hear the cry there from El Toro. Bullish cry. He's brilliant on those big points like that where he has to make every shot count. It's been a lengthy first game now, 21 minutes. That's going to be a stroke. Shot. And Lobban is one of his biggest problems out there is just that short, sharp forearm hold from Golan is causing him great issues. Just there, for example, he's right up on that ball. It's only one step to the side, but the problem is he didn't see it. Get a good look at here. He's right there, but he's not moved, quite stiff as he hit it. And that's dead back corners. Very rewarding.
Game ball.
Yeah, that's where Golan is just absolutely superb. You give him one opportunity and he'll close it out every time, Joey.
Warning, Lobban, abuse of court. 5-4.
Well, the awareness and just game sense here from Golan is incredible because there's a lot of space to hit to, and he chose to hit it exactly on the right line that he had to.
Would have easily been a no-let and then the game over purely because of the celebration of the player. But thankfully, common sense is around sometimes.
Oh, he's in trouble now. Look at this setup, Joey.
Oh,
look at the finish.
Goodness me. Well, frustration there for Lobban, but Borja Golan managing to get a win now. I mean, he is literally walking scar tissue, this bloke, but he's produced some very clinical squash when needed. He loves playing here in Qatar. He's a good track record, as I said before. 48 minutes, 3-love victory. Actually getting a bit of a rally going. Good hands.
Yeah, it was the right idea. Just didn't quite hit the line that he wanted. Oh, that's just that awkward bounce.
I'm loving that one, Johnny. Oh, first bit of a breakdown, really, from Salazar. Physical rally. Paul Coll's heart rate banging out at 195.
And he perhaps, you know, if he had this discipline all the time, he may be a better player and ranked higher. Because skill level is clear. And that is just fabulous squash. First rolls the drop in, which set up the volley winner. So it's a very entertaining squash we're seeing here. I hope you're all enjoying it. It's a serve at the body. Well, great fortune there, is it? Salazar, with a fair bit of luck on the final point there, manages to find the back wall nick, but so big hello to, there's quite a few guys down in Vitas that I coach. the midday squashers. They, oh, it's an incredible roll drop there from Salazar. And we've got...
Well, good improvisation.
Oh, that's just
well
brilliant.
played.
Brilliant.
That's well played. He's done very well here, Salazar, Johnny, because he was 4-1 down in the second. Nervy times here for Coll. Lovely hold and a bit of a flick of the shoulders. Probably wise to lob out as well with the amount of anticipation and interceptions from Salazar as he whips these boths in. The lob is definitely a good tactic from Coll. Here he goes. Didn't quite get that one. So 3 game balls for the Kiwi to equalise in round 2.
Coll's done well to... Once we're appearing at 6-all in that game, especially with the way Salazar was holding him, but that game's petered out a little bit.
So Coll levels up.
Area to hold the ball in this game so far. He's just lost a bit of structure, and that's enough for Coll to take charge. And there we go. That's once again a lovely change of angle.
It's really smart, very smooth there from Salazar. It's good width, and another point about this court as well is you've got to take that ball slightly earlier because it does dip. See how low that went when it does kick pop. Should be on the front page of the Mexican Times.
Oh, that's some
wow.
pretty decent finishing there from Coll at the end of the game.
Really good squash from both guys. Very, very high level, obviously, with these two players, but for second round, second matchup on cold environment, brilliant squash.
Is it physical with Salazar? I mean, you know what I mean? The tactics were really solid in the first 2 games. He is unable to just, like I said, even the shots with the hold and everything he's trying to do on the ball, the margins are fine actually. And we saw a few balls sort of just go out, and that sort of saps your energy a little bit. And you're caught in 2 places, you know, because maybe he has sort of thought maybe I should up the pace a little bit as he did at the start of this game, but that.
So definitely not physical fatigue. Again, lovely position on that volley. Love the way he sinks his legs. Oh, so unlucky. So unlucky there. So Cesar Salazar, some really, really good squash, particularly at the beginning of the match from him. Coll will be relieved, I can assure you of that, because that was some high quality squash from the Mexican #1. 54 minutes, Coll manages to move into another round. 3-game-to-1 victory. That's it.
A really solid straight drop tight to the wall.
That was a good shot there from Selby. It's a great shot. It was quite a lot. Sorry, 7 game balls for Selby in the space of probably 5 minutes. So there we have it. So Daryl Selby takes the first game very comfortably here.
Selby's, for me, he's just striking a really good ball though today, Joey,
nice.
just like that. He's been doing that all match so far.
That was nice. That was really nice.
He's in a work rate zone now, just above 180 on the heart rate. He was absolutely in cruise control in the first game. This is a very, very harsh rally for Hesham at this stage. Oh, there we go. That's a delicate post. You can see Hesham there. He's almost having a bit of a chat with himself about his his leg there.
Full on conversation.
Look at that. I mean, that is
it's just
invisible tickle boast.
But then if the Black Falcon gets it, he'll start to really feel he can turn over the Englishman. Oh my goodness me.
Talk about deceptive.
No, well, it actually hit the top of the tin. It's very honest here, watch.
Oh wow. Because that was
very, very honest.
Oh, magnificent finish there from Hesham.
Yeah.
Absolutely quality.
He's chatting away to himself. It's the belief factor really for Hesham. He's continually thinking about his body. And
let's see whether it's the English coaching team or the Egyptian coaching team, which has managed to find the right words of wisdom. You don't need words of wisdom, there's just wizardry there. He hasn't played. So Mazen Hesham is racing away now with the third game. And he's spending a lot of time parked in front of Selby. Selby's finding it really difficult to contain this onslaught. And, just assisting Mazen Hesham along now.
You know, he's just tidying up here. This is very tough for Daryl Selby. I mean, this is tough for anyone, honestly, when it's like this. He needs a new ball. It's a good call, I think, from Selby to get a bit of bounce going.
Awkward bounce. Hesham just deals with it, though. It's the advantage of having such great hands, as he's showing over and over here. Selby soaking it up. Great rally. Wonderful holds everywhere. There's the nick boast. Oh, Joey. That was a rally and a half. That was absolutely brilliant from both players. Selby doing his best to contain, but it was just, the avalanche was too big in the end.
Look at the straight ball.
His holds have just become more damaging as the match has moved on. That's trouble now for Selby, big trouble. Familiar pattern in game 3 and 4, where Hesham continually holds, drags Selby deep. Selby starts using the back wall, and then it becomes an entertainment package for the viewers.
Daryl Selby. Frustrating there for Selby. The Black Falcon just talking to himself at the end there. So big win there for the Black Falcon. 42 minutes, he's been battled by injury, showing the skills are still very much there for him. 3-1 victory to reach the last 16.
There's a real battle that a lot of viewers out there. It's a clever play from Kandra. He's put that down the middle, but enough that Elias couldn't even get the behind the back shot on it. It's just a bit high. He actually had the upper hand in the front corner there.
Good width.
He's got it out.
It's great play. Had to go back to the basics there, the Puma.
And just definitely touches it in. Oh, he's got that up, Joey. That's incredible.
It's brilliant. That's really well played. That's brilliant play. Got through the interference there, Kandra. Smashing it. Thoroughly deserves that.
Opening up the angles, and Elias has taken full advantage. No errors from him either. Keeping a clean score sheet. And it's just good length after good length, followed by good short play. And this game is running away fast for Kandra. Oh, there we go. Beautiful shot there from the transformer-like German engineer.
And Seletin said he did meet you at Vitas. So
there you go. My memory does not desert me.
No, not at all. Far from it.
So a little exhibition rally here to finish things up.
Closed out there from the Peruvian Puma, taking away the middle, hitting his corners and not being caught up with the athleticism there.
That's a wonderful variation. He hasn't played that shot for a while. So it's 4-zip in no time at all, Joey. And
Malfunction is coming from the Peruvian Puma. He's inducing Kandra to malfunction.
Well, there's also a self-destruction to a certain extent going on there with shots like that. There we go. So a rather elementary finish there for Diogo Elias Van Pommel. So big hello to Van Pommel. Talking about nicknames. Look at the work there from Elias.
Just throwing himself around Kandra. Regaining his balance, all arms and legs. He made a good goalkeeper.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. Absolutely screamed in like a racing car here, Diogo Elias, and then just stopped in his tracks and flicks it cross-court into the opposite corner.
It's really smooth. Well, the Peruvian Puma converting after losing that first game. In 4 games, it was predicted by my co-commentator that it would be 4 in favour of the Puma. Bang on, 42 minutes. I'm sure the negotiations will be happening.
Meanwhile, Adrian Waller has really just, this is a continuation of the good form that we saw in round 1.
Mosaad really doesn't want to be on there at all. It's a bit sad, really. Yeah, he's not moving at all here. I mean, it's 10 love. I mean, whoever gets 10 love up against the hammer.
Out.
So the
11
donut.
Love. Game to Waller. Waller leads. 1 game to love.
Sorry, the bagel. I say has been produced here by Adrian Waller.
Now this is good pressure again. Oh, look at that. That's another nice finish. I mean, court was open. He just could sense that
5 love.
the heavier Mosaad had just fallen back there, and see that movement back. He sensed it. Dig deep into the archives to find the first time that a player, that's 8 love, 7 love, 18.
You've got to just, every time there's a point, just say it. Just do the score like a referee.
He hasn't missed. I mean, he's hit a lot of straight ball winners. There it is.
Oh, Johnny Bonnie, you've cursed him, you have.
And out. 1-7.
Now it's going to change.
There we go again.
11-2. Game to Waller. Waller leads. 2 games to love.
He's hitting it like he has to finish the rally, which is just not a good sign. And that's another fabulous drop from Waller.
3-1.
Mosaad is far too heavy in his move. We'll probably get a, assuming that he does go through here, get a better look in the next match. He's just really impressed with the technical side of his game yesterday and today, Joey. Stuff like that. He's just using great variation. The subtleties are very nice.
9-5.
He's been carving that one short all match, and suddenly.
Yes,
It's going to review this. The string's gone from Mosaad, but I think this could easily be a stroke, Johnny. So the stroke, he's got the new racket.
11-5, match to Waller, 3 games to love.
So Mosaad is off. Hopefully the big man will sort himself out. He's not all the ticket. Adrian Waller obviously played very well there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Adrian Waller.
The interview coming up, 22-minute match. Mosaad, whatever the problem is, will hopefully get himself sorted for the rest of the year. 3-love victory there.
But Zip's having a lot of problems early on here just to read Shorbagy. Shorbagy's just held this slightly and then pushed it down the wall. And those very strong legs of his are getting a mighty workout here. His heart rate's almost touched the wall. That's another unforced error. They came thick and fast there at the end of the game. Fiddling with the wrist as he hit that shot, and that's the reason for the error.
I'd like to see a few more rallies here from Yip, really.
Not sure we're going to get that, Joey. I think he's intending on attacking the front.
And out 3-all.
Just didn't have a game plan in place, and he's been stung into action, but the problem, of course, he faces now, playing someone as good as ElShorbagy. I mean, he's been... It's brilliant play. That's a fantastic, aggressive finish there from Shorbagy. He's just improvising extremely well here as Yip. I feel Shorbagy's constructing this rally very well on game point. He's locked down. That's another ambitious shot there. He's topspin from behind Shorbagy. Shorbagy opting for sound defensive play, and it pays off. It was a well-constructed point, very professional.
So massive treble.
Oh, he's feathered that one in.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's lots of feathering and lots of speed, and you know, it just seems. I'd like to see a bit more fire.
Defying critics here in the commentary box, he just marches on. Shorbagy seems to have just sort of fallen off the wagon slightly here, which is it's a wonderful hold as he just sort of fakes forward.
8-3.
A quick feet.
Well, I mean, he's so far up the court here, Yip. Wowzers, James. Should give Chris Robertson a ring. Ask him what's the situation.
Oh.
Now let.
He's going to review this one.
Stroke to Yip, and there's a shot overruled. 11-6 game to Yip.
If he came stage with you in Switzerland and you were training him, taking him up the mountains, training, walking and talking, what would you be advising him about his game and about his approach to his squash?
I got, as I mentioned already, I got no problem with him with that powerful undercarriage that he has. It's very unique, and Mohamed ElShorbagy finds beautiful kill shot there on the backhand. When he's pushing up and trying to hustle and bustle around the tee and whip the ball cross court. The points it's these points that you've mentioned about what we talk about. It's these points that he's losing that are so simple at times.
See, This has got to be quite an important serve. He's match ball down. Will he just tee it up? Yes, he does. Nice. So
weird game of squash.
There you go.
Really weird.
It's done. So Chris Robertson will do a debrief at some point. Yep, taking a game off the world #1. ElShorbagy winning in 4 games.
He's got a rather unique style with the backhand. He sort of gives the wrist a little twist before he hits the ball, which forehand is very open as well. It's not your everyday technique. If he's got one area of slight weakness at this level, it would be what we saw there as he came in to pick up this ball. His movement was just a little bit stiff there with the right leg. Oh, this is a great rally now. It's really been all over the court, and Richards manages to take it. He really needed to as well. Cuskelly added a bit of pace. He was pushing up the court a little bit harder.
So the shots are coming thick and fast from Ryan Cuskelly.
And Australia will be hard pressed to churn out players at the rate that other countries do in Europe to stay at the top of the tree, that's for sure. Just not enough players playing at the grassroots level. And hello, Tom Richards.
Yeah, it's good hands, no doubting his hands. Tom Richards, good cricketer actually when he's younger.
Oh, he's gone for it and it's paid off. Just had Cuskelly. Cross-court nick attempted, just pulled Cuskelly out of position enough that the and he's done it.
11-7, game to Richards, 1 game all.
So a match on our hands in match number 7.
Marches on. And there we see it once again. Now Cuskelly had the chance to do the same thing as what Richards had done to win the rally. So it's just that extra quality Tom Richards is bringing when he gets it.
There we have it. So Tom Richards continuing his form over Cuskelly.
Just stops him in his tracks temporarily. But his drops are just starting to find a little bit of range, the archer, the front of the court. So the signs are there that we could be headed to a 5th. The first 5-setter of the day, that would be. Good switch from Cuskelly. It's not tight enough that Richards is. Oh, that's very, very dubious error there from Cuskelly at this stage.
8-6.
Just stood up on this drop shot. See there, Joey, just a little bit casual. Cuskelly being worked to the max here. Hanging in by a thread. And there it is, yeah.
So the 5th win for Tom Richards over Ryan Cuskelly. Another Englishman into the last 16. Joining
Ladies and
Adrian
gentlemen,
Waller.
let's hear it for Tom Richards.
4-game victory for Richards. 58 minutes, taking out Ryan Cuskelly of Australia.
George Parker's argument was not really a strong one. Brilliant holds. Rösner's already brought out some thunderous winners. Just the variation.
6 oceans worth of sweat from Rösner to get where he's got to. Just kind of enjoy the benefits now.
Mind the contact, Mr. Parker, please. Mr. Parker, please mind the contact. That was excessive. 3-love.
It didn't bounce twice. It was very much on the rise of the first bounce. But I don't know if he was thinking it might have been a... Oh, wow.
It's just...
I love that with the German wings, though. The wingspan of Rösner. When he plays this ball, watch this, just on the replay. Check out both arms. There we go. Off he goes. He was like he was going to fly. It's on the court here because Rösner's far too dangerous and far too confident. Johnny.
Definitely.
He's moving quite wonderfully. The big taxi, but he's moving well, Rösner.
And out, 2-7.
Dan Dobby really enjoyed.
It's been moments, fleeting moments, where he's brought a bit of intensity, show great skill there, but just needs to really push hard to be aggressive around that tee line and bring a bit more hustle and bustle in general to the line heading to the back, and that will provide him with opportunities to use his skills at the front.
Stroke to Rösner.
Oh, I think you should hit that.
Review Parker on the stroke decision.
I think that's a little bit hush-hush.
I think there was a heavy interference there. I can understand why Rösner stopped, but Parker just couldn't hit the straight line, and that's the comeback from Rösner.
Court service, please.
There it is, Joey.
11-5, match to Rösner, 3 games to love. 11-3, 11-3, 11-5.
Ladies and gentlemen, back into the round of 16 here at the Qatar Classic Squash Championship. Give it up for Simon Rösner.
Simon Rösner, last match of a very long day of squash, but very, very
nice hand as well for
professional and stealth performance. 3-love in 36 minutes.
Well,